YouTube. I'm back at you, man. And I've been researching, and trying to get this legal position correct. And I came across something that kind of validates where I'm coming from. Now let's look at the facts and circumstances of my arrest on May 9th, 2019. I was arrested at my home while I was waiting for a temporary protection order hearing over the phone. Now, I want to take your attention to this is a story out of the USA Today. It's 2014. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat nothing, but I would think that it's a worse situation now in 2021, 7 years later, and with a greater population. But look what this says here. In Nevada, among the 408,100 arrest warrants, Las Vegas area police and court officials have decided to serve only within the county are nearly 6,500 for people charged with either assault or battery, nearly 300 others for people charged with drunken driving for at least the second time. That's consecutive, back to back. I don't think that it's a good idea, but it all probably comes down to dollars, says Kathleen Beinstein, the program coordinator for Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. They used to come see us in YA, Nevada chapter. I wonder what chapter that was in YA. Chino, Ontario. When? San Bernardino, probably. My bad. When you have repeat offenders and people who think it's a joke, that's a problem. Even some police officials say they were surprised by Las Vegas area authorities wouldn't pursue some fugitives at least as far as the state border, particularly those charged with drunk driving or manslaughter. We're hopefully more responsible than that, said Tori Shumway, who manages the Nevada Highway Patrol Warrant Unit. Now look at this dude, Brandon McCanaway. He's wanted on charges that he grabbed his girlfriend by the neck during a Christmas Eve argument in 2019, then punched her in the face 4 times with a closed fist. That's the end of that. But those that know what my charges is, I punched the Grinch in the face allegedly with a closed fist, which I argue would have killed her. Rage and venom that this punch packed. But there was something else I found interesting in that article that I just can't find at the time. But, I remember what it was. It was talking about, and it was in the beginning of the article. Spencer. Let's take you back. But it talked about a young man who was killed. Or I should say he was put on life support and they had to pull the plug on him. But it was a North Las Vegas incident. Riding in the back of the truck. Breaking driving laws. Pretty much. And the young man was killed. Manslaughter was the charge. Make a long story short, it was turned into a misdemeanor, manslaughter charge. The kid ran, and they chose not to pursue him. A life was taken, and they chose not to pursue him. But they came and knocked at my door and took me to jail on my daughter's 10th birthday for a misdemeanor alleged punching. See the McCormick dude, the dude socked his girl 4 times. Christmas Eve, he thought he was the Grinch himself. See how God weaves things together if you stay obedient, diligent, and aware of your surroundings. But here we go. Las Vegas, their arrest warrants pile up by the thousands. One for a man accused of punching his girlfriend. That's old boy. But it says, but the authorities are not searching for any of those fugitives, and if they happen to find them, they will not pursue them beyond the county lines. It sounds like a way to keep us California people back in California, to be honest. Because it says across the USA today, investigations found police routinely allow as many as half of the people wanted for crimes, large and small, escape justice simply by venturing a few miles from where they are wanted. And keep that number in mind, 408,000 people. And I was just one of those. And they came to my home and took me to jail. Many of these people are domestic violence, repeat drunk offenders. And it says police have little choice but to let them go. It really comes down to cost. Jack Manning, the head of a small police force responsible for tracking down people wanted, that would be the marshals if you ask me, the Las Vegas Municipal Court. Keep in mind, I'm in the municipal court. He said he could not recall the last time officers traveled outside of Clark County to retrieve a suspect. If I could speak with him today, I would ask him when was the last time he would recall them coming to somebody's home out of all of those hundreds of thousands of people to arrest them for a bench warrant. That's what I would really like to ask that dude. With that, I'm out, yo. Inglewood love. Peace and blessings to all.